Hey guys, it's Cameron here with Emerson House Buyers. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that help me build up a sizable rental portfolio in a couple years. And today I want to talk about the value of going to these conferences and networking. I've mentioned it before. You guys know I had a mentor. I met my mentor at a networking event. But the other weekend, a few weeks ago, I went to a networking event, or excuse me, a real estate, I guess it was called a rental portfolio or rental summit of some sort. It had some fancy name, right? It was $100. It was not expensive at all, but it was a 2-day ordeal. It was in Dallas, and I was sitting there listening to the speakers, and I just want to pass along some information that I thought you guys might find valuable here. So, first of all, it's fantastic to keep continuing your education. So these things, these expositions, these seminars, these gatherings where somebody teaches a course or something about something they did that they found valuable, these are awesome. Case studies, it's great. So I actually got a lot out of this. I found out some strategies about my asset protection I think I need to implement. Excuse me, I also found out some insurance things, some things to do with the insurance on the properties that could help me out in case I do have to file a claim. And I love the quote. I want to say this. So when you guys go and do this and you're learning from other people, Eleanor Roosevelt said, "Learn from the mistakes of others. You can't live long enough to make them all yourself." So I thought that was pretty good. Learn from the mistakes of others. You can't live long enough to make them all yourself. That's why you got to go to this stuff. That's why you have to do this. That's why these two things, I got two things out of there, an insurance and a little bit of asset protection. I was there 2 days, spent probably 15, 16 hours there, and two things hugely beneficial, major shifts, and I won't know the true benefit of them for 5, 10, 15 years down the road. But these guys have made these mistakes. These people have done the stupid stuff. They're attorneys or they're older guys and gals who have been through the trenches. Learn from them. Why would you try to do it all yourself? I used to try to do it. I thought it was great. I thought real estate, I could do real estate on my own. I didn't know what a deal looked like. I looked at hundreds of deals, and I was like, why can I not find a deal? Oh, because I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have somebody that I could trust and somebody that could show me what they've learned and condense all that information to shorten my learning curve. And that helped me immensely. So, go to this stuff, leverage it. It's uncomfortable, it sucks to talk to people, but I want you to be cautious. Be open-minded, but be cautious of some of these clowns as well. So I ran into some snake oil salesman. He was talking really quickly. And a couple of the other guys were who were giving presentations. While they're giving presentations, here's a little fun fact or tip for you. Sorry guys, if I got a little red, I'm a little sunburned today. It was nice in Houston. It was beautiful. So I'm trying to match in my shirt, apparently. Blend in. So while these people, here's a tip for you. So while these people are speaking, what you can do is you can go, everybody's got a phone. Go in your phone and search their name. See if anything comes up. Are they in any lawsuits? If they're on Bigger Pockets. If you're talking about real estate specifically, look at Bigger Pockets. Get on there, search the company name, and see if anybody is talking about them. I guarantee you something's out there about them. See if they're legitimate. I found one guy who was talking who was going under some litigation, and some pretty serious litigation. And he was actually pretty slick, to be honest with you. He had me interested in what he was saying. And I was sitting there while he was talking. I got on and did the review and found out this guy's not as, maybe he's too slick for his own good, essentially. But yeah, that's just something to do. While somebody's talking, don't be emotional. Step back. Do your research. Conduct everything. But these things are hugely valuable. I want to tell you a couple other, or give you a couple other questions. This video is going to be real short. It'll be quick and easy. Like I said, these salesmen have crafted their pitch. They're not there because this is the first time they're doing this. They're there because they've done it for tens or hundreds of these meetings or conferences. So they've given this pitch numerous times. They know how to do it. They know how to get you excited. So take a step back and ask yourself, What's the downside? Is there a risk here? And then if there is, how can I mitigate or how can I protect myself on the downside? And the final piece, really, it's the probability side. How likely is that to happen? So, what's the downside? How do I protect myself? How likely is it to happen? Or how likely is it to happen and how can I protect myself? And then, you know, you want to make sure you develop a couple exit strategies. So, you know, basically how can I protect myself is you want to develop at least 2 strategies. You know, when I buy a property, here's an example. When I buy a property for rental, I want to make sure that I could flip it, or I could owner finance it, or I could do some other strategy, Airbnb it, whatever it is. Just make sure that you have some options there. Don't get yourself pigeonholed and cut all your numbers that you're so fixed on this one thing that if it goes wrong, you're screwed. You want to make sure you have at least one, ideally 2 or more. But I know that's tough sometimes, especially in competitive markets. But just be cautious, guys. Sit back, take a breath. These guys are great at motivating. They're great at getting you fired up. A lot better than me. And ask yourself, what's the downside? How likely is it to happen? How can I protect myself? And do I have the right exit strategies? That's it. That's it. Keep going to those things, guys. Keep learning. I learned so much just rubbing elbows with a few people. It's uncomfortable. It sucks, but and you have to deal with some people who are trying to sell you stuff. But it is invaluable. The lessons you learn, the few things that you come away with are huge. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you didn't, let me know. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. Comment below. Shoot me a text. Call me. Email me. However you guys want to get a hold of me and ask me questions. I enjoy it. I love doing this. And I'll see you guys next week. Appreciate it.